Well, from one team's early season struggles to another, yes, Toronto FC dropped more points at home on Saturday, 2-2 against Charlotte. They're up 2-0. They concede 2 goals, but Bernardeschi with another goal in this one. And Olympico will explain why that is in due course. But this guy is becoming, I think, the most likable athlete in Toronto. And here's an example.
But I'm happy because now maybe I'm a Canadian man, no? I'm survived in the winter, okay, in Toronto.
As we're now joined by Mikey Singh, and that's not hyperbole, is it? He is becoming so damn likable. He's embracing this city. The city is embracing him. For the first time also, no translator beside him in the press conference. Is all going right for Bernardeschi, if not the team right now?
Yeah, it's a combination of things that I think makes him so extremely likable. Obviously, he has the bubbly personality, a lively personality that really livens up any sort of room that he steps in. It's not an act either. That's just who he is. I've talked to several players about this. They say what you see is who Federico Bernardeschi is. It was also the story, right? He comes from Italy. He comes from a lot bigger club in Juventus. You never know what to expect with a player like Bernardeschi, right? You never know how he's going to be receptive to a new environment in Toronto, which is clearly a lesser soccer environment that he's been accustomed to. Obviously, he has the winter and the cold, as he just touched on here, to embrace, and yet still he come through all of it by just saying all the right things. And I think the third part of it that makes this all work and really makes the fans draw in, it's his play on the pitch, right? That's the third missing ingredient. That a lot of people can embrace the city, a lot of people can say the right things, but if you're doing it on the pitch as well, it's really starting to show that fans are really taken to this guy. And yeah, I don't think that's far off at all. I would say that today he is the most likable athlete in Toronto.
That's a bit of a hot take. I think, again, the whole cultural aspect of coming here, really integrating himself into the Toronto sports scene is a big thing. And he's definitely up there, but you're going to ask Leaf fans.
Well, who's more likable? Not most popular, most likable.
I think a lot of people would say, a guy like Mitch Marner is more likable.
No.
He's one of the most polarizing athletes in the city. I love Mitch Marner personally.
Brilliant player.
I think Mitch Marner has, he's been praising so many praises this year. Everybody's on his side this year.
Oh, no, one of the most boring interviews.
He's popular. Yeah, precisely, right? It's the interviews. Away from the camera and the microphone, apparently he's a bubbly personality, but we don't see it. Yeah. This guy seems so authentic, whether he's in front of the camera or not.
Okay.
That's why I think it's likability over popularity.
Okay.
There's a different level of stardom too. Like this guy's used to Juventus.
Yeah, exactly.
Big
He's
cameras
a global
on,
superstar.
the lights on him, winning the European Championship with Italy. Like he's used to the spotlight. There's a different level of aura that comes with that.
I hate to do it, but we're gonna compare the two for however long it is.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Insigne and Bernardeschi, right? You see the difference in the personalities. What we're talking about is, he's the most popular, likable athlete in Toronto. Do you think there's some jealousy on Lorenzo Insigne's side seeing this, right? Seeing him become just like, you saw him at the Leafs game. He's getting into all these social media hits with all these teams and stuff like that. Is there a bit of jealousy creeping in, do you think?
I think so. Like, if you're Lorenzo Insigne and you're expecting to be the marquee signing in Toronto, and Bernardeschi, well, still a marquee signing, in some way, he was supposed to be the second fiddle to Lorenzo Insigne. But now Bernardeschi's come in and he's stolen the spotlight. He's English is a lot better.
Of course.
So he has a bit of a head start over Lorenzo Insigne. But if you're Insigne, you're thinking like, yeah, I wish that could be me. And he had such a special relationship with Napoli fans, and he talked about how he wants that special relationship with Toronto fans. But then Bernardeschi is obviously, and like you said, the comparisons are natural. Like it's always going to be one versus the other, no matter how unfair that might be to Insigne. So when you're competing against Bernardeschi now, there's got to be a little bit, right?
And listen, stay healthy, get on the pitch, do what you can do, because we all know Insigne can be the best player in MLS, get some results, and that could all flip. It could change. They could both be very, very popular figures, of course. Now, I mentioned before, Olympico, it's when you score a goal directly from a corner. Very rare, and Bernardeschi did it on the weekend. Now, the wind helped.
Yeah.
Now, he spoke about this, and again, why is he so likable? This is why he's so likable.
Did you mean to do that? Have you done that in training?
We tried in training. because we change a little bit the situation on the corner, and I try to shoot in the goal, and a little bit I'm a little bit lucky man. And it's a good shot. I'm happy about that. I'm very happy.
I must say, it was a delicious probing question.
What a
From a
question!
What a great
journalist.
question.
Hard-hitting
I
journalism
don't
by
know who
Mikey.
that was.
Yeah,
I don't know who that
very
was.
impressive. Very
You know what's funny? Like, we're sitting in that media room, and yeah, I'm asking the question there, but I've never seen an athlete, when an athlete goes to take the podium, I've never seen the media act the way that they do when an athlete comes in. Everyone's giggly, everyone's
Not
like
even Mitch Marner?
smiley. Yeah, Mitch Marner's close. Maybe Vladdy? I don't know. I think Bernardeschi clears.
If
man.
Vladdy could speak English, would help.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
It's true. He
It's
does
time,
try.
Vladdy,
He
it's
does
time.
try.
and if
Yeah,
the Raptors weren't, this bad this year, maybe more guys would be like, oh, the Raptors too.
Maybe.
Who?
Who's likable?
Everybody likes OG on the Raptors because he doesn't
OG.
say anything, right?
OG,
There's the
It's
guy
a
that
weird
can rival.
personality.
There's the weird personality. That's why he can rival Bernardeschi.
Very quickly though, 20 seconds. TFC, listen, they dropped points again. It's MLS. It doesn't mean much right now. It's all about the summer months though. But is there a concern in the club right now that they're not getting results on the pitch?
No, I think they're moving in the right direction. And yeah, the results are obviously, you don't want to drop points the way that they have done. I think it's the fourth time this season TFC have given up a lead. So that's not a great thing, but they're unbeaten in 5 straight. So let's look at a big picture. They're moving in the right direction.
Mikey, stick around. We're coming up with the final block, and there's something I think you'd really appreciate, especially, okay? That's coming up right after this.